We are all co-authors of this dancing exuberance, where even our inabilities are having a roast. We are the authors of ourselves, co-authoring a gigantic Dostoevsky novel starring...
What is banking and money? Money is a thing that you use to get people to do something they wouldn't normally do. So in that case, it's a violation of free will, because you would get someone to do something they wouldn't normally consider doing. For instance, people won't usually kill strangers, but they will do it for some money, or they wouldn't, or it's a token used to sometimes to get people out of a situation that they were put into because they don't have any way to, say things like police force, for instance. They don't know how to police themselves or take care of their own rights, so they would require an external police force, and that needs money. They don't know how to, say, build their own home, so they got to use money to go to someone who does know how to build a home. So the money is like a kind of an exchange, a currency of energy, but it's something that it can be used as a form of energy. It's like just what you give your money to, you're giving your energy to, because you're focusing your attention on it, and you're giving whatever you've produced. But there's only certain things you can do which will give you money. Like, not necessarily every valuable thing you do is going to be of value to someone such that they'll give you these tokens. So you then don't necessarily need to do things to make money. It's just that it's needed if you want to fulfill certain obligations, like be in this culture, for instance. But then there are people who live totally fine without it in other places, and people lived totally fine before money really existed, but just by, trading things that are actually of value for things that are actually of value, rather than using a medium of exchange, which itself is not of any value.
Money is the reason the world is in the shape that it is in today. And banking is just a corrupt form of making more of it.
Money is a medium of exchange. It's currency that, to purchase and sell goods. I mean, it's basically a store of value and a medium of exchange. Banks are really institutions to generally store or husband that money, I think. They've become something much more complicated, but I think basically banks store and manage for people their money, because often they have more than they can handle. Some of them do, and some of us don't have any, so we don't need banks.
What is banking and money?
I guess quite simply, banking is a thing where you take all your money and you save it in one certain spot. You bank it all. You put it all in the same place to keep it safe. What's money? Money is just it's a medium of exchange. I don't think it's necessarily inherently evil or good. It's just a tool. It's an easy way to trade, so that you're not carrying around 50 pounds of tomatoes when all you need is I don't know, a bottle of water or something. So it's just an easy way to trade things.
Banking and money is the reason all these people are out here, because they're not being treated fairly, not getting fair wages. There's no jobs. It's also a reason for greed and corporate greed. And it's the reason that a lot of people have had their lives ruined over things and aren't able to support their family and stuff because they're being taken advantage of. Because corporations want bigger profit margins and want to make more money and not give anyone else their fair share. So money is.
Banking is a system of controlling resources called money, and money are the devices of how to, create and take advantage of goods and services.
And what is banking and money?
Banking and money? Well, when I think of money, I think of these little coins that we decided has some sort of monetary value, and I think we decided to put prices on all sorts of things, and you collect enough of these little coins and you can buy one of these great big things. Then these banking systems collect a whole bunch of these coins from you, make money off your coins, and then use that money to ruin our world.
What is
banking and money is, well, it's power, but power with empathy is power that allows people to survive. And I think everyone has the right to survive. Everyone has the right to a house. government subsidized housing in Detroit and Camden, New Jersey, or any other impoverished area in America, including the Deep South and the West, right here. This is an impoverished city, Philadelphia. I've lived next to Philadelphia my entire life, and I know from being a Quaker that, well, I believe war's wrong, and I also believe social injustice will destroy us.
Economic destruction.
A new way to barter, a flawed way to barter.
Banking and money. Banking and money. Well, banking is the institution of taking in money for storage and to build value, hopefully. Money is a tool we use to represent wealth. You can have the gold money, you know, like that precious metal money, or you can have what we have, and that's a note that represents value.
Banking and money. Well, the current system's pretty fucked.